Hi there, and welcome to Cinema Nerds, the podcast. My name is Mike Tyrkus, and I am the editor-in-chief of CinemaNerds.com, your destination for everything movies. At Cinema Nerds, we have coverage of movie news, trailers, reviews, as well as the occasional interview. Every week on this podcast, we will be offering our views on the latest film releases, such as our topic today.
Every once in a while, a film comes along that simply makes you feel good. It may not be a superlative piece of cinema, nor may it feature virtuoso performances from all involved, but it has something that, well, just works, and it makes the whole thing that much more enjoyable. The Phantom of the Open is precisely such a film. It is an engaging and heartwarming piece of entertainment that shines its beacon of hope over its entire running time.
I knew a young man once said he was going to be somebody. Promised champagne, caviar.
I'll give you champagne, caviar. You should have married him. That's the light of my life, Jean. I love her very, very much. And my sons, they love disco dancing. Where I come from, it's a small world. If you could do anything, what would you do?
I don't know.
The world's your oyster. What we got to lose?
The film tells the stirring true tale of one Maurice Flitcroft, played by Mark Rylance, a crane operator in Barrow in Furness, who, in 1976, through a series of befuddling events, earned a place in the qualifying round of the British Open Golf Championship, even though he had never actually played the game before. Consequently, he produced the worst round in the history of the Open, incurring the wrath of the golfing establishment, while simultaneously becoming a sort of folk hero.
And that one was for the title.
Golf.
Golf?
I'm going to have a crack at the British Open.
Just remember, whatever happens, no one can say you didn't try.
Please welcome on the tee, Maurice Flitcroft.
Where is it? Oh, God.
Don't adjust the television. This is actually happening.
It says here his name is Maurice Flitcroft.
What's got into you, Flitcroft?
How does it feel to have shot the worst round in the history of the Open?
That's hard to tell. It's the first round I've ever played.
Director Craig Roberts, whose last film was the charming Eternal Beauty in 2019, does a wonderful job of keeping Simon Farnaby's rather cerebral script moving along at an effortless clip. The story plays with both whimsy and pragmatic pessimism to achieve a sort of cathartic release for Maurice's relentless, almost simplistic belief in himself and in the people around him. Aided by the cinematography of Kit Frazier and Sarah Finley's production design, the film teeters on the edge of a whimsical fantasy, but never falls victim to it, and instead stays grounded in telling Maurice's remarkable story. Crisp editing, courtesy of Jonathan Amos, never lets the film lose any momentum throughout, which is, of course, aided by an appropriate score from Isabel Walter-Bridge.
I don't know what happened. I got a bit nervous.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
I want them banned!
What if you enter as someone else?
Bonjour. Aim for the stars.
What if we lose?
At least you can say you tried.
You've got to take these things up at age 6. You can't take them up at 46.
Well, who says?
He's made your life a misery.
He's made my life. He's made all our lives.
I just need to practice. Practice is the road to perfection.
Sorry!
How'd he do?
He shot the highest score in major history.
Does that mean he's won?
In addition to Rylance's sublime performance, Sally Hawkins does equally incredible work as Jean, the object of Maurice's affections. Twins Christian and Jonah Lees serve as comic relief of sorts as the younger siblings in the family, who are somewhat the opposite of the older Flitcroft boy, Michael, played by Jake Davies, who is embarrassed and somewhat ashamed of his father's shenanigans.
If I can inspire just one person... Well, that's all in one, isn't it?
What a great opening drive. Have they got the real Maurice Flitcroft? Oh, I think that's him.
Even though The Phantom of the Open may not be considered one of the great golf films of all time, It is certainly one of the greatest stories of a golfer ever told. It is an inspiring and enchanting film that should not be missed.
That's our episode for this week. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to visit Cinema Nerds on Facebook and Twitter, and at our website at cinemanerds.com.